a land of untold secrets. Welcome back to AR Mystery Hub, the place where history, legends, and mysteries collide. Today, we're venturing deep into the wild landscapes of Oregon. Known for its breathtaking mountains, rugged coastline, and dense forests, Oregon hides something far more intriguing than natural beauty, ancient mysteries that science still struggles to explain. From massive stone carvings in remote mountains, to lost civilizations buried beneath volcanic ash, to stories of strange lights and forgotten legends passed down by native tribes, Oregon is not just a state, it's a living puzzle box. In this journey, we'll uncover ancient petroglyphs that resemble creatures not seen for thousands of years, we'll step inside caves hiding skeletal remains shrouded in mystery, and we'll question whether Oregon was once home to civilizations far older than the textbooks admit. Some of these mysteries are backed by archaeological findings. Others live in the realm of folklore and legend. But one thing's certain, the more you dig into Oregon's past, the stranger it gets. So sit back, hit that subscribe button, and let's unlock the unsolved ancient mysteries of Oregon. The strange case of the Nehalem beeswax shipwreck. On Oregon's northern coast, near Nehalem Bay, locals have whispered about a shipwreck for centuries. Known as the beeswax ship, this mysterious vessel supposedly carried tons of beeswax, chunks of which still wash ashore to this day. But here's the kicker, this isn't just any beeswax. Some pieces are carved with strange religious markings, and scientists have confirmed that it's not native to North America. Many believe it came from the Philippines or Mexico, likely transported on a Spanish galleon in the 1600s. The mystery isn't the shipwreck itself, it's the legends that surround it. Local native tribes tell stories of strangers arriving long before Lewis and Clark. Some accounts describe tall men with pale skin, carrying exotic goods. Was this galleon part of an early contact long before America's official history began? To this day, no one has found the full wreck. Treasure hunters, divers, and scientists have searched the Oregon coast, but all they've uncovered are shards of porcelain, mysterious markings, and endless chunks of beeswax. Some claim the ship's treasure still lies buried beneath the shifting sands. Could Oregon have been secretly connected to the global trade routes of the 17th century, hundreds of years before history books admit? The mysterious petroglyphs of Eastern Oregon. Eastern Oregon's desert is home to one of the strangest mysteries in the Pacific Northwest, enigmatic petroglyphs carved into massive rocks. One site, known as Horse Ridge, features carvings that seem to depict not only animals but humanoid figures with elongated heads and large, almond-shaped eyes. Skeptics call them symbolic, spiritual art. But believers argue these carvings resemble beings that look eerily similar to modern descriptions of extraterrestrials. Other petroglyphs along the Columbia River show giant birds, creatures resembling woolly mammoths, and symbols no one has fully decoded. What makes it stranger is that some of these carvings appear thousands of years old, potentially predating known native settlements in the area. Were these records of everyday life, depictions of ancient myth, or something else entirely? Some researchers believe they could be evidence of prehistoric memory, depictions of creatures like mammoths that coexisted with humans during the Ice Age. But then there are the strange humanoid figures. Were they shamans? Spirits? Or could they be a record of something truly out of this world? The desert holds its silence, and the rocks tell only part of the story. The Cave of Giants, Lovelock's Oregon cousin. Nevada has its famous Lovelock Cave legends of red-haired giants, but did you know Oregon has its own version? In the high desert, near the Steens Mountain region, local legends speak of caves once inhabited by enormous beings, giants that towered over normal humans. Some early settlers reported finding oversized bones and skulls in caves, but over time, many of these artifacts mysteriously vanished or were dismissed as myth. Native Paiute stories echo the same warning. Long ago, giant cannibals roamed the land, warring with tribes before vanishing into caves. Archaeologists have discovered unusual skeletal remains in Oregon caves, but official records are scarce and controversial. Could Oregon have been a home to lost tribes of giants? Or are these stories blending folklore with scattered fragments of prehistoric evidence? Whatever the truth, the silence of those caves still whispers of something ancient, something larger than life. The Willamette meteorite and cosmic beliefs. Oregon is also home to the largest meteorite ever found in the United States, the Willamette meteorite. Weighing a staggering 15.5 tons, it was discovered in Oregon but originally belonged to the Clackamas Chinook people, who saw it not as a rock but as a sacred visitor from the sky. What science can't fully explain is how this massive iron-nickel meteorite traveled so far inland. Most meteorites are discovered in open plains or deserts, but this one somehow ended up miles away from where it logically should have landed. Theories suggest it was transported by glaciers during the last ice age. But others believe it was placed deliberately, carried by humans in ancient rituals. Local legends say the stone had healing powers, and was a direct link to the spirit world. The meteorite today sits in New York's American Museum of Natural History. Yet, for Oregon tribes, it remains more than a scientific curiosity. It's a reminder that the sky and earth have always been connected in mysterious ways. Strange lights of Oregon's skies. Oregon isn't just home to ancient artifacts, it's also home to unexplained phenomena still happening today. For centuries, people have reported mysterious lights appearing in the skies above the Cascade Mountains and Oregon Desert. Some are described as glowing orbs darting across the sky, others as pulsating lights hovering silently before vanishing into thin air. Native legends speak of spirit fires that guided or warned travelers. Early settlers thought they were ghost lanterns or signs of lost souls. Modern researchers call them UFOs. What makes Oregon particularly interesting is the frequency of these reports near ancient archaeological sites and petroglyph locations. Coincidence, or is there a hidden connection between Oregon's ancient past and its mysterious skies? The Stone Circles of Oregon. Deep in the forests of Oregon, explorers have stumbled upon arrangements of stones that resemble miniature Stonehenges. These circular formations are often dismissed as natural or the work of settlers, but many sit in remote areas where farming or building seems unlikely. Some researchers believe these stone circles were used for astronomical observation, aligning with solstices and equinoxes just like ancient European stone monuments. Others think they were ceremonial places of power where tribes gathered for rituals. But here's the unsettling part: some of these circles contain stones far heavier than one person could move alone. How were they transported? Why were they placed with such precision? Archaeologists have yet to offer a full explanation. Are they remnants of forgotten native practices? Or do they point to an even older, lost culture in Oregon? Crater Lake's hidden legends. One of Oregon's greatest natural wonders, Crater Lake, is also one of its most mysterious. Formed by the eruption of Mount Mazama around 7,700 years ago, it's the deepest lake in the United States. But according to native legends, the lake is not simply a natural wonder, it's a sacred place of great danger. The Klamath people tell a story of a battle between the sky god Skell and the underworld god Leo, whose destruction formed the crater. For centuries, strange occurrences have been reported at Crater Lake: sudden storms, vanishing boats, and even sightings of strange lights above the water. Divers who've attempted to explore the depths claim to feel overwhelming dread. Even more mysterious is the Old Man of the Lake, a giant tree trunk that has been floating upright in the lake for over a century, defying logic by never tipping over. Is Crater Lake simply a geological marvel or a portal to something much older and stranger, the Columbia River megaliths? Along the Columbia River Gorge, explorers have found scattered megalithic-like structures, massive rocks arranged in ways that suggest human design. Some appear to form walls, platforms, or even steps carved into basalt cliffs. Mainstream archaeology attributes these formations to natural basalt flows. But some independent researchers argue their sharp angles and deliberate placements seem too precise to be accidental. Were these natural features later modified by ancient hands? Could Oregon once have had its own megalithic builders, just like Stonehenge or Machu Picchu? The debate continues, but the stones remain, keeping their secrets of the mystery of Oregon's underground cities. One of the strangest tales in Oregon comes from stories of underground tunnels and hidden chambers. Portland has its infamous Shanghai tunnels, but older stories suggest there are far more ancient passages beneath the mountains. Some legends claim native tribes spoke of underground dwellers, beings who lived below the surface and only emerged at night. Early miners also reported finding carved passageways deep underground, unlike anything they'd seen before. In the 20th century, explorers claimed to have stumbled into caverns filled with stone tools, strange symbols, and even skeletal remains. These stories are often dismissed as urban legends, but they persist. Could Oregon's volcanic landscape hide remnants of ancient underground cities? Or are these stories just exaggerations born in the darkness of the mines? The disappearance of ancient tribes. Long before Oregon became a state, it was home to thriving native cultures like the Clatsop, Klamath, and Paiute. Yet archaeologists find puzzling gaps in their history. Some villages appear to have been suddenly abandoned. Others show signs of fires and battles with unknown enemies. Oral traditions tell of great floods, sky beings, and mysterious migrations. Where did some of these people go? Were they absorbed into other tribes, or did something far stranger happen? Oregon's endless mysteries. Oregon is more than forests, deserts, and rivers. It's a land of unsolved mysteries, where the line between science, legend, and the unknown blurs. From the strange beeswax shipwreck to petroglyphs of unexplainable figures, from giant legends to skyfires, Oregon challenges us to rethink history. Each unanswered question reminds us of how little we truly know about the past. Perhaps one day science will explain it all. Or perhaps, some mysteries are meant to remain unsolved, forever teasing us, forever reminding us that the world is stranger than we think. If you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with other mystery lovers. And tell me in the comments, which Oregon mystery do you think is the strangest? Until next time, this is AR Mystery Hub, signing off.